Hello, I'm Bradley and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at a product which is slightly different for me, I have to admit. Stereotypically you would think that it was for women's hair. Stereotypically you'd think it was for damaged hair, and you would probably think that by a lot of looking at things online that these products are sometimes thought for possibly colouring up possibly hair with unnatural ingredients, and I've read that quite a lot about this particular brand, but I want to bash through all of that because I've not found that at all. The product which we're talking about today is by Pantene. Now very often for a couple of years I've heard this about Pantene products. I've got my own good experiences with them. For example, I look after my nan. I'm very close with her, bless her, but she has Alzheimer's, so very often with my mum we look after her, and between us we'll wash her hair, we do her hair exactly how she would have liked. Really important to keep my nan as my nan always wanted to be, and it's really important for her and for us as a family as well. But we use often Pantene, and there's an age-defy sort of spray caffeine tonic system which I've used actually in my hair for helping with thickness, for helping against hair loss. So I've used the product range quite a lot. But if you have a look at Pantene online, there's quite a lot said about that. There's some unnatural things in there. They mask things in the hair, they coat the hair with a bit of a build-up of product. I've not necessarily found that at all, but do you know what? If you say it to a hairdresser or a barber or anything like that, and you say, or if you hear them mention Pantene, they will come out with this. I've had this quite a lot, and it's a shame. It is a real shame. So I was at a local supermarket pretty recently, and I always look at the hair care range, and if there's anything on offer, then I will purchase it, try it. Now, I am looking at this product today. We are looking at the Pantene Pro V 3-Minute Miracle Superfood for Full and Strong. It's a conditioner. Didn't buy the shampoo because at the moment I'm using an Alpazin caffeine-based shampoo, just trying to keep my roots as healthy and as thick as possible, and it's a shampoo which I keep coming back to and I really like. But what I do, people hate it, is I mix and match my products. So for example, if I'm using a shampoo, I might not necessarily use the same one out of the range for the conditioner, but I like what I like. So I use the caffeine shampoo, which a lot of people do as well, but I also like a conditioner over the top. But I always try and look at conditioners for making your hair full, making your hair thick, and for giving that bit more volume, helping you when you come to create your style. Now this conditioner, which I really like the look of it, for example the price, so it was on offer from £4 down to £2, and it's a really great price. If you look at it online, it's around about the £4 mark, but a lot of places have this on offer, usually around the £2 mark. What strikes me about it? Straight away, packaging, really sleek, really modern, really out there, and it looks like a really great product to try. And of course, straight away looking at Superfood for Full and Strong gets you really thinking, what's super about it? What's in there? What's going to help me with my hair? Especially when it says full and strong, which of course means fuller, thicker, stronger hair, which most of us always want, whether it's for men or if it's for women. A thing which I always hate about products as well is they sort of create, it's very easy when you walk down the hair care aisle range in a supermarket or a store or wherever you find yourself, and you've got one group of products for men, one group of products for women, and they sort of categorize products for one hair type, which of course when you are dealing with final hair or you're struggling to style your hair because it sits flat or it's quite limp, very often that can be men. Men lose their hair. We only have to look around in society. Men seem to lose their hair much quicker than women. And of course, it's devastating for anyone. But of course, so often products are aimed just at women's hair. So what I like to do is try and break all through that, and I like to try a whole host of products, whether it's for women's hair, whether it's for men's hair, and make my own mind up about the product. I like to show that on my channel. It's an interest of mine, and of course I like to have the fullest, thickest possible hair as I possibly can for as long as I can. Okay, so getting back to the product, so that's why it really stood out for me. On here, as we can see, it's got Pro V blend, antioxidants and lipids, and it's a conditioner. Now straight away I always think with Pantene, when I've looked at it before, I just think if you didn't look into it a little bit more in the background, they say Pro V blend. What does that do for your hair, which we'll go into in just a moment? Antioxidants and lipids. Okay, so they're very often in products which will help the scalp, they help the moisture retention in the scalp, they help the health of the scalp, they make the cuticle of the hair shiny and sleek and healthy. So it's all about getting those properties to the hair follicles, to the scalp, and keeping them the best optimum shine, condition, and health, of course, which in turn helps healthy hair growth. Let's go into it a little bit more in the back here. So our gold standard for daily conditioning 3-minute miracle conditioner. Discover the power of superfood in this treatment-infused Pro V formula. It instantly melts into the hair and strengthens it from the root. Use with every wash to help transform weak, damaged hair into Pantene hair, visibly healthier, shinier, and stronger. So going back to how I started, that's kind of where I'm coming from with this product. Very often, if you're walking into a supermarket or a store or wherever you find yourself and you're looking at hair care products, a lot of Pantene products you'll find there's quite a big range of them. I myself have only ever tried a few of them. Really like the treatment for the age defy and for the caffeine boosting serum / sort of spray, which is a root lifting spray. I've done a review actually on my channel and I really like that product. It's a real great quality product, but I do find a lot of their products are about damaged hair and about condition. Now, of course, I do have finer texture hair. It looks as though I have a lot of hair. I do, but it's fine. So it needs a lot of work to get a lot of height and a lot of style in my hair. Very often, if you're using heat, like a blow dryer, you do get a bit of damage from there. So that's why I chose this as well, because I could do a bit of a boost of health, as we all could in our hair at times. So moving on. So 3-minute miracle with multi-nutrients. So helps transform weak, damaged hair into stronger, fuller looking hair from the root. Okay, so here's when we talked about the Pro V blend. So what is Hair Pro V blend? So helps restore hair's strength and instantly reverses signs of damage. Okay, then it's got like an asteroid mark here, and then if I find the asteroid mark here, okay, so that means strength against styling damage versus non-conditioned shampoo. Okay, versus unwashed hair also. So when I think from what I can see from what they're saying on the back of this product is that it helps damaged hair into stronger, fuller looking hair through using this product as opposed to just using a normal regular shampoo. So of course there's much more conditioning properties in this conditioner, which is going to help you stay away from breakage as opposed to if you were just using normal regular shampoo. Okay, so antioxidants. So we all the time in society we're told about antioxidants, how important it is for it to be in our body, to be consuming our foods, to be healthy. Always antioxidant. You hear it in juices, in foods, superfoods, that type of thing. And I think that's what they're trying to capture in this product here. Of course, it's always about free radical damage, premature aging, that type of thing. You can get that in antioxidants in creams, antioxidants in hair care products, for hair loss, so much backed behind keeping youthful, keeping sort of, what's a word they use very often? Radiant is one, isn't it? With youthful looking skin, a whole host of different things on here. So I think that's kind of what they're replicating in the conditioner as well. And so we've got here antioxidants protects hair from free radicals to help protect from breakage. Okay, so I think that would be caused from naturally if we were sort of, say for example, if you were going a bit rough with a towel and you had quite long fine hair and you were going a bit harsh with it, so it will help against damage with that. For example, if you were combing wet hair through quite quickly, it was a bit knotty, it would help against that as well. And of course just giving that overall nice shine, sleek of health in the hair, whether for men's hair or whether for women's hair as well. And of course not forgetting curly hair as well. I mean, if you're a man, my older brother actually has tight curly hair, and I see very first hand when he's styling his hair, or when he styled his hair in the past, of just how tightly curled hair has so much different needs to someone with straight fine hair. So yeah, absolutely. So this product really gets out there to all different people, which is really great, of course, as well. So lipids as well. So let's read into this here. So replenish to help maintain structural integrity of the hair. Strength against styling damage versus non-conditioning shampoo and unwashed hair. So great. Okay. So and again, that's because they're talking about the lipids in this conditioner, which is sort of like those health boosting properties which stack. If you imagine sort of like a stack of blocks, that's our hair structure. So the lipids get all around those blocks, in between, outside, and help it stay nice and strong. That's what lipids are for in conditioning products, which help our hair's integrity stay nice and strong, which of course in turn gives us nice shiny, sleek, full, healthy hair. Whereas as opposed to using regular shampoo, of course it doesn't coat the hair, it washes all the nutrients away, but it doesn't replace it. And of course then you may have that sort of, if you think of it then without using a shampoo or a conditioner with lipids in, you've got that stack of blocks which has gaps in it, possibly, may have a few cracks, hairs, that type of thing. So that's me giving a little bit of a hypothetical diagram. I hope that helps anyway. So let's move on a little bit. So directions. Wash your hair with Pantene shampoo. I haven't done that. I've used Alpazin caffeine shampoo. You could do the same. People won't recommend chopping and changing and switching products and using different ones from different product ranges. I do, and I think that really, really helps. If I'm using a caffeine-based product for keeping the thickest hair possible and helping that best hair growth, will I necessarily use the same conditioner? No. Some ranges there isn't a conditioner or there isn't a shampoo. So I very often chop and change between conditioners as well, just for keeping that the best, fullest, soft, sort of shiny hair really I can. So that's the reason why I do that. So feel free to do that. Never feel you have to be tied into a product range at all. To get the best benefit from that. You can get a huge host of benefits from chopping and changing in between so many different products. And of course, let's be honest, there's so much of a product range out there now in stores, pharmacies, those type of things, on our high street and wherever you are in the world. So it really doesn't matter. You can get the best of many, many worlds for your hair. So apply a walnut size amount of 3-minute Miracle on damp hair and massage into a full length of hair. Let it shortly absorb into the hair or leave in for up to 3 minutes, then rinse off. Dry and style your hair as usual, suitable for every wash. Now, how I left it in for 3 minutes, yes, what does it make your hair feel like? Really soft, really sleek, and to be honest, that's the only point in this where it does make me feel, is this all natural? So very often when you go and you mention sort of Pantene to somebody, you will probably out of about 5 people, just off the top of my head, 3 will probably turn around and say to you, oh, Pantene, that has products in which coat the hair, and possibly not great for the hair. I've not found that, but this conditioner made my hair feel that great, that soft and sleek, probably too far, to the point where it actually made me think, actually, is this all natural? That sleekness in my hair, is that a little bit artificial? What would that do to my roots in the long run? What would that do to my scalp in the long run? Just something possibly to think about, but in short term using it, absolutely incredible sleekness, so soft, to the point where it was for fullness in my hair, but actually it did make my hair a little bit more difficult to get the volume in because it was so soft. It was sort of flopping over off to one side where it's quite long now. It's touching my top lip. Of course, we're in an pandemic, I think it is, isn't it? For the coronavirus, nobody can go out at the moment, of course, staying safe. But of course, I haven't been able to get my hair cut on the top, but I actually quite like longer hair anyway. I'm just waiting to have the ends of my hair sort of blunted off where, of course, it all grows out of shape slightly. And I do my sides myself, so they're looking pretty sharp as well at the moment. But what I find is that, yes, it's for fullness, yes, it's for volume, but it does make my hair feel a little bit floppy. It flops off to the side where it makes the hair so soft. So it's really great for damage. Okay for volume, but I think possibly if you were doing sort of a shorter style like myself, you do have to put a bit more effort into the products and things you use. That's the only sort of shortfall, if you can even call it that, because it does give you really great softness, sleekness, and it would be amazing if you've got, my hair sometimes can be slightly dry, but if you've got damaged hair, this would be incredible for that. I've used it on the opposite end of the spectrum, so I've used it for 3 minutes, and then I've used it for a lot longer as well, and that just makes your hair feel, number one, incredible, but it does bode the thought of, what would this do to my hair using it for a long time, sort of weeks and weeks on end? Would that affect my roots at all? Would that affect my scalp? Or would it necessarily affect my skin? It doesn't affect my skin, but I don't use it every day, and I don't leave it on for really long periods of time. So that would be the only thing I would probably say, to draw your own conclusions from that. Because, of course, where it's so soft, where it's so sleek, is it all natural? Is there products in there which is sort of coating the hair, and then in theory on the back of that, is that going to be sort of quite blocking to my follicles of my scalp? Would that affect or harbour any growth? That's the thing what would probably concern me in the background, but of course that would be months of endless use, not sort of on and off there, so not to cause alarm there. But it does make me think when I use a hair care product and it makes my hair feel literally like glass, and it's so soft and it's so almost falsely too soft. But we're never happy, are we, with what we've got? Let's put it that way. So if it's too soft, then you're thinking, why is it so soft? But there we go. But in turn, a really great product, surprised of how much health it puts into your hair. So from that aspect, I would certainly recommend it. Do I think it's one of the best products out there? It's impressive. But for me, I would say I quite like one or two of the other product ranges. In fact, the Tonic Root Lifting Spray, I think that's what it's called, from the Age Defy. Have a look yourself, but it's also on my channel as well if you are interested. And that's a root boosting caffeine kind of age-defy spray, but it's got those boosting properties in there for hair growth. It's kind of like a tonic spray, and that's really, really great. That's probably my favourite product from the Pantene range, but this is great to try as a conditioner over the top of if you're using a conditioning shampoo, or if it be a hair loss shampoo, whether it be a caffeine shampoo. But yeah, all in all, that was me reviewing this conditioner, and I would certainly recommend it. Go out and try it. So, okay, hope you've enjoyed this clip. I certainly have, and until next time, we will see you then. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye now.